Think about it for a second. What is the ultimate American dream of passive cash flow income today? It is not commercial real estate. It is the humble neighborhood laundromat, a cash business running while you sleep. Picture this exact scenario. Rows of gleaming steel machines spinning endlessly, generating shiny quarters 24 hours a day. Promoters online will confidently tell you it is a bulletproof cash cow yielding massive 30% annual returns easily. The sales pitch is always exactly the same. You sign a long lease, buy some commercial washers, and relax. But let us stop and look at the cold, hard data. Is it really that simple to build empires? The economic reality is far more complex and heavily dependent on macroeconomic factors that amateur investors completely ignore today. The barrier to entry seems incredibly low, but the hidden capital expenditures will drain your business bank account fast. We are currently talking about a massive industry generating well over $5 billion annually in the United States. And yet, thousands of these retail stores quietly go bankrupt every single year, swallowed entirely by massive overhead costs. So let us ask, who is actually making real money in this boring but billionaire-making local service industry? Let us carefully start with the initial illusion, the golden promise of a hands-free, low-maintenance cash machine. Financial gurus on the internet loudly claim you can open a brand new store with just $50,000. They happily show you spreadsheets with projected net margins of 20 to 30%, which sounds absolutely fantastic mathematically. Honestly makes opening a popular franchised coffee shop look like a terrible financial investment by any direct comparison. But here is the devastating catch. Those spreadsheets almost never account for the true depreciation of heavy industrial equipment. Commercial washing machine is not a magical money box. It is a rapidly depreciating asset made of steel. It endures constant physical abuse daily, handling thousands of heavy pounds of wet garments week after grueling week endlessly. Physical wear and tear is relentless, and replacing these expensive machines will completely destroy your beautiful profit projections. That brings us directly to the end of the golden illusion and the brutal beginning of the capital reality. Welcome to the true cost of daily operations. The absolute biggest sinkhole in this business is not what seems. It is definitely not your minimum wage labor. It is utility bills, the silent killer of the American laundromat. You are essentially operating a highly localized water and energy plant. Your machines guzzle thousands of gallons of water, and you have to heat that massive volume of water and burn natural gas to power massive commercial dryers. In heavily regulated states like California or New York, commercial utility rates have absolutely skyrocketed by over 40%. Let us get one thing straight. Water is no longer a cheap, endless resource anywhere in this country today. Standard commercial washer easily consumes roughly 30 to 40 gallons of fresh water per single wash cycle. Ow. Multiply that massive volume by 30 machines running 10 heavy cycles every single day of the week. You are instantly looking at a brutal monthly water bill that easily rivals a small industrial manufacturing plant. But wait, the financial bleeding does not stop at the water meter. We have to talk about heat. Those giant spinning steel drums need serious thermal energy to dry 50 pounds of soaking wet cotton quickly. Natural gas prices have been historically volatile across America, and they will aggressively eat away your profit margins overnight. Your beautiful 30% net margin completely shrinks down to a miserable 10% or even less. And we have not even touched the absolute nightmare of commercial real estate leases in major metropolitan areas. Like a typical retail store, you cannot simply pack up your heavy machinery and easily move across town. You are physically anchored to that specific concrete floor by massive underground plumbing and heavy electrical trenching work. Landlords know this exact vulnerability, which means they have you completely trapped when lease negotiation time comes around. They can mercilessly hike up your monthly rent by 20%, and you have zero real leverage left. Walking away means abandoning hundreds of thousands of dollars in pure leasehold improvements that you cannot take back. And comes the unpredictable disaster of constant machine maintenance. These machines are tough, but they eventually break down. A broken machine on a busy Sunday afternoon is literally a dead asset bleeding your potential revenue dry. Calling a specialized commercial technician will cost you a ridiculous $150 per hour easily, plus the expensive replacement parts that might take 3 brutal weeks to ship from a warehouse in Ohio. So, you are bleeding money on utilities, trapped by your landlord, and constantly paying for emergency mechanical repairs. This brings up a critical question. Are these so-called passive businesses actually designed to make you wealthy? Or are they just a highly glorified blue-collar job where you are mopping the floors at midnight? Let us dive into the massive initial capital expenditure required to actually survive in this ultra-competitive game. A brand new store build-out can realistically cost you anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million. You are essentially taking on a heavy mountain of commercial debt before a single customer washes their socks. The debt service alone will ruthlessly choke your cash flow for the first 5 to 7 grueling years. And do not forget about the brutal local city permits and massive utility impact fees before opening doors. Sometimes, local municipalities will charge you tens of thousands of dollars just to upgrade the public sewer connection. Your easy passive income dream feels exactly like a heavy concrete block tied tightly around your neck. You are working 80-hour weeks fixing broken coin jams and aggressively cleaning up after incredibly messy customers. So let me ask you directly, would you personally risk $1 million to open a neighborhood laundromat? We have reached the massive turning point. Welcome to the real cash engine hidden behind the spinning glass. The smartest owners in America do not actually rely solely on quarters dropping into those commercial washing machines. They fundamentally treat their retail space like a highly optimized commercial casino floor, monetizing every single square foot. Think about it. You have a captive local audience trapped inside a warm room for over 90 minutes. What do bored Americans do when they are stuck waiting for their heavy cotton clothes to slowly dry? They violently consume snacks. They buy expensive sugary drinks from brightly lit vending machines with massive profit margins. A strategically placed soda machine can easily generate thousands of dollars in pure, unadulterated profit every single year. Then, you add retro arcade machines and colorful claw games that cost almost absolutely nothing to operate daily. Not forget the extremely lucrative ATM sitting quietly in the corner charging a $3 withdrawal fee. But even those clever vending tricks pale in comparison to the absolute holy grail of modern laundry economics. I'm talking about the incredibly lucrative wash, dry, and fold delivery services dominating the industry right now. This is exactly where a boring blue-collar laundromat suddenly transforms into a highly scalable logistics delivery empire. Instead of hoping poor college students walk in, you aggressively target busy corporate professionals with heavy disposable income. You start charging premium rates per pound, easily making $2 for every single pound of dirty laundry. Busy lawyer will happily pay $40 to have someone else magically handle their weekend laundry chores. The real massive whales in this specific game are actually lucrative business-to-business local commercial contracts. Think about local neighborhood hair salons, independent massage spas, and small boutique restaurants constantly burning through clean towels. They desperately need hundreds of heavy pounds of pure cotton washed aggressively every single day of the week. You essentially become their outsourced cleaning factory, securing guaranteed recurring monthly revenue that never actually drops or fades. This completely flips the entire economic model upside down. You no longer wait for the money to arrive. You get paid directly by corporate clients on a strict monthly retainer, guaranteeing thousands of steady, predictable dollars today. It is highly predictable. Stable cash flow padding your bottom line, regardless of the fluctuating daily pedestrian foot traffic. Now let us talk about modern payment systems. The traditional coin laundry is rapidly becoming a distant thing of the past. Smart business owners are aggressively installing proprietary digital card systems, which fundamentally changes the entire consumer spending psychology almost immediately. When exhausted people swipe a prepaid digital loyalty card, they are psychologically disconnected from spending their actual physical money. Customers easily add extra drying time or automatically select premium hot water washes without having a single second thought. This simple digital transition effortlessly boosts the average daily revenue per user by a massive 15 to 20%. And here is the absolute genius part. The unspent money left quietly on those prepaid cards is pure profit. In the financial industry, this concept is widely known as breakage, operating exactly like unused corporate retail gift cards. Tens of millions of dollars are silently collected across the country from these abandoned digital card balances every single year. Furthermore, modern digital loyalty programs effortlessly allow you to collect massive amounts of highly valuable local consumer behavior data. You can precisely track exactly when a specific customer washes their clothes and quickly send them targeted promotional text messages. Tuesday morning is dead. Send a 50% off digital coupon to fill those empty spinning steel drums immediately. It is aggressive corporate yield management. working exactly like how a massive American airline dynamically prices its empty middle seats. Some highly aggressive local operators even launch pickup and delivery routes, utilizing heavily branded commercial fleet cargo vans daily. They effectively expand their actual service radius from a simple 3-mile walking zone to a massive 20 miles. They are completely bypassing the severe physical limitations and high costs of their extremely expensive local commercial real estate footprint. This is exactly how a simple neighborhood wash house suddenly scales into a highly lucrative multi-million-dollar enterprise. But do not get too comfortable just yet, because expanding your business aggressively brings its own devastating hidden risks. The higher you aggressively climb in this localized service empire, the harder the inevitable macroeconomic fall can truly be. Welcome to the absolute invisible dividing line, separating lasting generational family wealth from experiencing total catastrophic local financial ruin. Let us deeply dissect the absolute biggest mistake amateur operators make today, falling directly into the deadly geographic trap. A retail laundromat is incredibly hyper-local. Your entire financial survival depends heavily on the surrounding neighborhood apartment renter density. Absolutely need lower to middle income neighborhoods, tightly packed with much older and decaying multifamily apartment residential complexes. Buildings that specifically lack modern in-unit washers and dryers are your absolute golden ticket to long-term survival. What happens when that specific neighborhood suddenly experiences aggressive urban gentrification overnight? Wealthy developers quickly buy up those old, decayed apartment buildings and install brand new luxury washing machines inside every single renovated unit. Your captive local customer base completely evaporates into thin air, leaving your massive commercial machines spinning absolutely empty. This exact demographic shift violently crushed one of the most ambitious laundry chains operating in Austin, Texas recently. Let us strictly call them Texas Wash Empire, a highly leveraged operation running 12 massive retail locations across the city. The ambitious founders borrowed over $4 million to aggressively build out beautiful high-tech stores everywhere. They foolishly signed brutal 20-year commercial leases, completely ignoring the rapid gentrification sweeping through those specific neighborhoods. Within just 36 months, aggressive real estate developers completely transformed their surrounding lower-income renter territories into expensive luxury condos. Their core demographic was permanently pushed out, replaced by wealthy tech workers who already owned expensive smart washers at home. Foot traffic dropped by a devastating 60% almost overnight, while their massive fixed utility costs remained exactly the same. To make matters infinitely worse, a brutal winter storm destroyed the Texas power grid, sending natural gas prices absolutely skyrocketing. Their monthly utility bills tripled in just 3 weeks, instantly transforming a highly profitable operation into a massive financial sinkhole. The harsh reality of heavy commercial debt quickly caught up with them. They could not even sell their expensive equipment. Commercial washing machines hold terrible resale value, heavily depreciating exactly like a brand new luxury car driving off the lot. The aggressive landlords mercilessly locked the doors, seizing hundreds of thousands of dollars in pure leasehold improvements instantly. Texas Wash Empire ultimately filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, leaving its founders with absolutely nothing but massive personal debt. This catastrophic failure perfectly highlights the incredibly thin razor edge dividing extreme success from total financial ruin here. You are never just competing against other local laundromats, you are constantly fighting against powerful real estate developers and macroeconomic shifts. If you choose the wrong zip code, no amount of brilliant digital marketing or clever vending machines can ever save you. The exact same neighborhood that makes you incredibly rich today can easily bankrupt your entire family tomorrow. Think about it carefully. What happens if the local city suddenly heavily subsidizes brand new affordable housing within unit appliances? Your entire localized business model would literally evaporate, practically vanishing into thin air before you could even react properly. Extreme vulnerability is exactly why smart money investors diversify their aggressive real estate portfolios away from relying solely on foot traffic. They strictly view the physical laundromat simply as a heavily anchored base, constantly expanding their aggressive commercial delivery routes outward. It essentially becomes a high-stakes game of commercial real estate survival, demanding extreme hypervigilance every single passing day.